In these days of acceleration in which the understanding of the universe and its processes are completely distorted for most of the beings that inhabit the planet's surface, it is necessary to remind once again that as a service and what are its main expressions and manifestations. When speaking to a being incarnated, service immediately he relates to some form of action. And when, in our messages, receive instruction to expand and improve the service, automatically the personality intervenes to plan more you can do, where land can act, etc. The then be related immediately your three-dimensional mind the service with some kind of action and also three-dimensional movement. Thus, many recognize thinking things like what must I do? When I can really be useful? Where should I go to enhance the service? Etc. These questions be added when, in addition, are listening to service that is now. That now is the time to manifest and intensify the task. Very few realize that the service, to be real, to be really useful and effective, must be carried out from the BE and not the DO. It is not, therefore, DO more and better, but to BE more and better. When the service is born of being, it is centered in its correct vibration and everything is produced in harmony with the universal plan. Remember that the point of contact you have with the truth, with the immutable, with the Father, is your inner being, which belongs to Him and Him are. Your inner being you shall respond and feel, through you, the presence, love and purity that from it radiate. So in fact, you will be in line with the new cosmic energies and able to serve as an anchor for them to strengthen and develop the physical plane, which should manifest itself now in all its fullness. Thus, in these moments, the best service you can perform a brother in the light and love is be. Because being is connected with the subtle energies, which are there to receive the planet and its beings to the changes that are producing. The planet needs more than anything in these moments of pure energy and cosmic to feed the processes of transformation, growth and expansion that are producing it. The Earth will have to subtleize and, to achieve it, must receive constant cosmic food. There is no performance materials for high and loving it may be, that can produce an effective change on the planet if it is not connected with the cosmic pure energies, which are those that produce the changes, transformations, subtilize. This also applies to the beings that inhabit it. The planet is already giving its evolutionary step. Must therefore constantly, pure energy to support it. Need coming energies from higher spheres and needs to anchor the energies of those higher energies. Here is where you enter the service of the incarnate brothers. Each fulfills its service, acting as a bridge between the two plans, between the upper level you are in and the plane or level you are in, and who is trying to overcome, or at times, been overcome. Therefore, being in service radiate a superior power to the plane in which they live, and this does not require any external action. Thus, this process is a cosmic chain of power almost infinite. You can observe the ranks next to you, the older brothers who work mainly from the subtle planes. We serve as a bridge between the cosmic energies and you, our brothers incarnated. And you are the bridge between the energies of our plan's 5th to 7th dimension and the planet we inhabit 3rd dimension. We transmit them high vibrational energies and therefore a lot of purity, and you receive the so that they are anchored and distributed in planet of you transform then, in patience with cosmic energies, and radiate there where they are needed. This can occur without the personality know it. However, we want to explain the process to Tom is aware of it in order to carry it out fully. It is important that the brothers in service understand that are embodied mainly to work and serve to anchor and irradiation of subtle energies. We can send very pure energy, but these, to become useful, must be catalyzed, transmuted and adapted to lower vibrational frequency of the planet. Be anchored, submitted, protected and preserved for later can be irradiated on a vibratory level according to the planet and its evolutionary time. This fulfills the threefold purpose. 1. Allow beings on the planet the opportunity to make an evolutionary leap with him. 2. Respect the laws of vibratory affinity. 3. To contribute, each from their level in evolution, the one plan to which we all belong. Because only in very exceptional cases it is permitted to higher beings the great sacrifice, completely voluntary, to descend to lower levels or much lower than their corresponding to intervene in the evolutionary processes of the planet, the stars or beings. The vibrations have a spectrum and a vibrating purity of hierarchy that should not extrapolate to not break the cosmic order and the prevailing harmony in the universe. Each being used in vibration spectrum that meets the energies that are like. So we need you, dear brothers, to anchor and radiate the cosmic energies for the planet and for your brothers incarnated, including mineral, vegetable and animal kingdoms. This is the general purpose for all beings incarnated in service. Our general purpose is to send the energies, preserve them, protect them and supervise the process to be fulfilled as befits, intervening far as we can, according to the conscious discernment. Thus, we are bridges between the infinite and you. And you are bridges between us and the planet, its stage and its beings. It's beautiful, loving and perfect. Is not true? Each fulfills its service as its level, evolutionary necessity and greater desire. You might say that you feel that your service is to write, to speak, to heal or love. However, these are the forms, manifestations, the true expressions and unique service that is SER. It shall be, and from the complete being, centered, balanced, and you will feel multiple expressions of service and task. However, it is important to be clear that the important thing, which is essential, is where is born. Service is born of being. Being, you are doing much more for the planet, for your being and for yourselves than making 1,000 things, however useful and good it may seem. This is because these processes are energy. If I am appealing to me, affinity, higher cosmic energy which, in turn, and not only help me but also to the planet and its process. And that's just what we need you. There are many beings able to do, but very few are able to be. We know from the intellect, it is impossible to understand. Refer therefore to your interior and from there into eyes and you will feel that this is all right. Libraries that this is and should be the case the innermost possible. All this, we assume, will not overpower hold services in the third dimension, which are also very useful and necessary, whenever born of being. Because if born from the intellect, you can never be sure that are not a trap personality. In this world in which we live where everything is based on external inaction, have forgotten the importance of being an only phase. It works, and it works without respite, aimless and purposeless. Verdadero esto is no reason to run away, then it would have to seek to know and understand the true self, the cosmic be what we are and that everyone should recognize, remember, reveal and take. Only from this perspective, the different rays begin to work with their energy and the action takes a real value. Only from the survey personality has nothing to say on the service because they do not understand, because they need to do and do to feed the pride, vanity, selfishness, etc. So it is not important if the being is something three-dimensionally, as the largest and highest service is to be the bearer of cosmic pure energy. These energies can only radiate through the being, and never from the personality. There are services in the rays that are expressed in the third dimension, as written, oral expression, the arts, healing, loving help, compassion and tenderness in many areas. However, we must be aware that these are true expressions of service, not the service itself, which is being. This will serve to console and clarify the many brothers who want something tangible, or do more in his service and cannot for lack of time, resources, opportunities, etc. They do not feel smaller because the self-service takes place at all times, no matter where is the physical body and what you're doing. The inner being can be in peace and harmony, transmuting energy, radiating and greatly helping the environment. All the little things, everyday details, situations and usual things in your surroundings are always ideal for expresses your service. Sometimes the personality search major events, however the inner being knows that the little things are truly important. If each make of your surroundings expression of your inner being, the planet would be totally different. Also there is to forget that the inner being held services at all levels to which you have access. Thus, they are also doing important work in the ethereal planes, mental and higher astral, that occurred during sleep or without personality. Remember them. When disappears obsession with the being manifests itself and the service is fulfilled. Being radiates the energy it receives and thus install the new earth, saying the new vibration that prepares the cycle of change that are living. There is no greater service and less than another. All service is also useful if it is done from the true essence. It expresses an action or not material, is secondary. Its importance emanates always the source, and the contact with matter sometimes takes shape and sometimes it is not necessary. This message is sent with great love and tenderness for all those brothers who feel sad or helpless when they see or believe, who are not doing anything. From now on, instead of asking if they are doing something, should be observed internally and ask yourself, am I? If the answer is positive and yearning, in faith and conscious intention, then the service is being fulfilled helpful and correctly. It may be that this takes place on other planes. It may be that take place at the level of energy, and it may take further action. However, the most important is that it will be fulfilling in every moment, which corresponds. Brothers, receive our love, thanks and harmony. Ashtar command